Live from Dominaria, I'm Bryan Cosmos. You're listening to All Planes Considered on NPR, Multi-Planar Radio. Our top stories today. Kingdom under siege on the plain of Fiora. The king and immortal ruler, Brago, has been killed. Usurpation of a foul sort. We'll bring you the details we have. Also, birds no longer in paradise? Standard mage spells will no longer allow for lower resource mana producing summoned creatures. And then, legacy spellcasters and mages of a more vintage variety, this may pique your interest. The Grand Maguses are releasing ancient spells. But first, this.
Are you suffering from brain geysers? Do you have a fleet of ghost ships assaulting your interdimensional self? Have you had trouble telling time? Well, there is a simple solution to this curse of exhaustion we've put on you. Tell your friends about us using your ethereal capabilities or even archaic ones like Twitter or even verbal communication, and we'll lift the curse free. We keep you curse-free with support from listeners like you.
Welcome back. I'm Bryan Cosmos, and you're listening to All Planes Considered on NPR. Tragedy has struck the plain of Fiora as the immortal spirit king Brago was found slain in his throne room on Poliano. This is the passing of a legend. Many citizens expressed their shock, knowing only his rule, going back generations. Others were not so shocked.
Yes, well, no king really rules forever. He was bound to be dethroned eventually. I would have thought sooner rather than later. I heard that some of the council members were trading votes. Maybe take the throne for their own. I'm just a humble citizen. I don't have many deep thoughts about this, and I wouldn't put too much stock into such conspiracies. You never know who could be behind this.
Of course, the plane is in turmoil with an empty throne. We'll bring you more as things develop. But now then, an ancient warden of Grimoire Forest once said, "The gods use their feathers to paint all the colors of the world." While no longer in standard magical practices, the High Magus of Spells research has deemed that standard spellcasting battles or tournaments will no longer include incredibly low resource-costed creature spells. This means, if you want mana produced from a creature, you're going to have to spend more. The concern cited by the High Magus was that it leads to standard spell overpowering and too quickly paced magical contests, where they are more supposed to be determined by wit and skill. However, he tacitly noted, they are of course legal for use in all other regulated forms of magical contests. Good news, all of you spell slingers and planeswalkers of the old guard. The Coastal Wizarding Authority here on Dominaria have cooked up some ancient spells to release for the general populace. By practice, these will be known as an Eternal Master's Release. While not many spells are known so far, it has been confirmed that the all-powerful spell Force of Will, with spell coloring done by the wondrously talented Therese Nielsen, will be in this release, along with the mana-granting and destroying resource Wasteland. While these are the only two known releases for the set from the Coastal Wizarding Authority, it was noted by the Grand Magus himself and other Maguses that no spells or resources on the list of forbidden knowledge would be reprinted. So those of you about to wage war over Lion's Eye Diamonds or Black Lotuses can relax. The set will feature 249 spells and resources and shall release on the 10th day of the 6th cycle of Sol. This is Bryan Cosmos, live from Dominaria, and you're listening to NPR, Multi-Planar Radio. You can hear more from us from the outer reaches of the plains on Card Confidants, or by following us with some scrying spells. If you're all out of scrying spells or are located on a subplane, we broadcast online and through Twitter at Multi-Plane Radio. Broadcasting provided by Card Confidants and non-cursed listeners like you.
Rejoice.